What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. How you guys probably know, tomorrow we're gonna get some new champions released in the game together with the fusion, so make sure you guys stay tuned for it. Not only that the champions, they look amazing, guys, but one of the epics is absolutely insane for clan boss. Trust me when I'm telling you that, you'll be so surprised to see the total damage he's gonna drop in the clan boss. Absolutely insane. But before we move over to that, I just want to point out that we are currently on the test server, guys. So that's why we have access to the champion. That's why we have a 1 million plus gems, which is absolutely insane. I only wish I could have them on my account and just give them away. I wish I could do that, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. So what champion am I talking about? So this is the fusion champion. He's gonna be in the clan boss team as well. I'm gonna show you all the champions at the end, but first let's take in the champion that we're about to talk about. Awesome champion, man. He looks so cool as well. I look at the design. Venomage, right? Look how cool he looks, honestly. Super, super. He or she, I have no clue. Regardless, by that move is a she. But it looks awesome though. What's so special about this champion and what's so unique? I want to say this champion is one of a kind. So a lot of you guys probably say when we're doing clan boss teams and we have a full poison bar, how nice would be to have a Vizier in here to explode all those poisons. Well, this champion right here can kind of do similar things. Let's have a quick look at the kit. He's a support epic champion, magic affinity from the lizard man. Of course, he looks like a lizard. He's a snake. His A1 toxicity. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Decreases the target's max HP by 75% of the damage inflicted if they are under a heal reduction debuff. Each hit has a 50% chance fully booked of activating up to 2 poisons debuff on the target. Yeah, you heard that right. So what it means is activating 2 poisons. It's not removing the poison. So if you have a poison extended to 10 turns, it's not going to remove it. It's going to detonate one turn from each one of them. So it can deal extra damage on the boss with this skill right here. If each hit will proc it, 200k from each hit per poisons, right? That's very powerful. Then we have his A2, attacks one enemy, has a 100% chance fully booked of placing a defense down for 2 turns. Also a 100% chance to land attack down for 2 turns if the attack is under a poison debuff. Pretty good there as well. Then we have his A3, attacks all enemies. 100% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 3 turns. Also has a 100% chance of placing 2 5% poison debuffs for 2 turns. Heal reduction doesn't go hand in hand with the clan boss. It doesn't really make a difference on the clan boss. But wait for it. His passive, enemies under heal reduction debuffs inflict 15% less damage. So we actually get a damage reduction of 15% from the clan boss by having heal reduction on it, you know. Then we have the aura, increases ally accuracy in all battles by 45. If you're missing a bit of accuracy, his aura can be more than enough to actually help you out there. He could be good on the Doom Tower as well, honestly. On a Scarab King maybe, he might work pretty good with some nice support champions. He requires 4 books, 8 books, 12 books in total. Definitely worth it for the caliber of the champion. We have him built on a Stalwart and a Broken set. I kind of tried to balance a bit the stats on him, right? So I have 37k HP, 2.5k attack, 4.2k defense, 195 speed, 103 crit rate, 231 crit damage, 264 accuracy. This is the weapon right here. I kind of focus to get defense, get some attack, get full crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy. That's kind of the things that I looked for, right? So here I would have preferred to have attack instead of that resistance, honestly. This is pretty good. Here as well, that flat HP would have been amazing with a crit damage or an accuracy. Here I would have loved to have a attack instead of that HP, but hey, that's what we had. I would have loved to have some attack percentage here as well instead of the HP. I have defense boots. So you've seen defense, crit damage. I do have an attack ring instead just to try to give him some attack as well. Crit damage amulet. And I have an accuracy banner, like perfect god roll accuracy banner. Like, it's an amazing, amazing banner. Look at it. Triple speed, everything percentage. 666. That's a bad number, but hey, the banner looks amazing. Masteries, I have offense and support tree. So I'm not sure if sniper would actually affect the A1. I have a feeling it's not really gonna affect it. Same situation like would be for a warlord or a vizier. You know, I don't think it's actually gonna affect it. But you could try to give him sniper. Maybe it's gonna affect it. I'm not 100% sure. It's something that I would have to actually double check with Plarium. I went on Master Hexer, and I'll explain you why once we start the run. Tier 6 we have War Master. We want him to deal some extra damage from there. A bit of extra healing from Life Drinker. If would be to change anything on Masteries, I would probably try to get Cycle of Magic. It's not a bad idea. But for the current team, we're going to leave it like this. We're going to change the Masteries later on. And Sniper to try it on the A1, but we're not really going to be able to see if it actually works. That being said, let's jump over in the clan boss. This is the first team that we're going to try, guys. We're going to use Vizier, Venomage, we're going to use the Fusion Champion, Brogni, and Valkyrie. We do have a 10x on Valkyrie starting tomorrow, guys, so if you have Ancient Shards, Sacred Shards, you might want to try your luck. Honestly, she's worth it, every single shard you guys got, as long as you manage to pull her, which is not guaranteed, but probably you won't be having a better chance than we have now. This is her second 10x. It's been over 1 year probably since we got her other 10x. Now, we do have this team on setup because we do want some champions to don't use specific skills. Like Vizier right here, we don't want him to use the A2 and A3, only A1. We get more hits from the A1, more Giant Slayer, and extending the debuffs more. Venomage, pretty much the same situation. Once we set up the team, right, we want Venomage only to use the A1. No more A2, no more A3. We just want to detonate more poisons over and over and over again. Like that, we're going to ramp up a lot of damage. This is kind of like the 200 IQ move in this team, Vizier and Venomage together. So if you don't have a Vizier, we're going to try her on a different team without Vizier at the end of the video, guys, after we're done with this team. You might want to use a different debuff extender. We don't have that many in the game, but we do have a few. So if you don't have Vizier, you get Venomage. She's awesome, honestly. You're gonna see the damage at the end. Verself the Grim, he's not prioritizing his A2 at all. So if you want to start the team on full auto, make sure you put this on second choice. Quality minions on a first choice to make sure he's always prioritizing both of the skills. If no, he's not gonna use anything on auto. Brogni and Valkyrie, they're fine the way they are. We don't have to change anything. I'm not going to go directly on full auto because I do have to set the team up. I do have to fill up the poison bar. We're going to use the A1 on Brogni. We're going to start directly with the poisons from Venomage here. Okay, extend from Vizier. Ally protection and defense up. Land that shield counter attack. So probably you guys noticed the positioning. Why don't I have a better champion for the lead, right? Why don't I put Venomage for the lead? Increases the accuracy, because I don't have enough accuracy on Brogni. Counter attack, so the order the champion's counter attack or ally attack is made by the positioning of your champion. So lead being number 1, he's gonna be the first to counter attack. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So Venomage is number 2, Wormful is number 3, Valkyrie number 4, and the Brogni number 5. So we're gonna use the A2 on Brogni now to increase that shield. Would be nice to have it on a 2-to-1 ratio to be able to have attack up on Brogni as well to increase that shield even more, but unfortunately I can't set it up like that because this is a classic 1-to-1 ratio team. Nothing out of the ordinary, just have all the right buffs that we gotta have on the team. Then defense down and attack down, landed, checked. Increase the duration of that as well. Leech, checked. No lifesteal on my champions because Wormful brings ally protection, defense up, and Leech. That's why I'm using the Fusion Champion, guys, just so you guys get an idea. You see what is he capable to do rather than just nuke, because he nukes, but he doesn't nuke that much, you know, like I'm not that impressed with the nukes from the champion. So block debuffs, attack up. Again, here we're gonna use the A1. So you've seen 50k, we actually took down a poison from each one of them. It's random from each one of them is gonna take, but that's what it means, her A1. So we have 50% chance to do it on every single hit from the A1. So that brings us up to 200k. It can bring us up to 200k. I do have lasting gifts on a couple of champions, so the stun is kind of gonna move, depending on the amount of buffs the champion have. A1 on Brogni again. I wish I would have landed that HP burn, but seems like it just doesn't want to happen. I don't have enough accuracy. The reason I got Master Hexer on Venomage is to make sure I'm landing poisons on a higher turn than 2, just in case if Vizier screws me over and he doesn't extend, because that can happen, to make sure that Venomage is actually not knocking down the poisons before, so I don't have to stay and manual for longer than needed, you know. Even though it shouldn't be a necessity to manual more from here on, the reason I'm manualing, in case if Vizier doesn't extend, I'm gonna use the A2 instead of A1 on her, so like that I'm not dropping the poisons. That's why I'm manualing a bit extra, but from here on, you should be more than fine to actually click auto. As long as you haven't selected on the team preset to don't use the A3 on Venomage, you know. So the reason I'm doing it is because I selected that as well. So I want to make sure I'm filling the poisons, you see. Now I'm not gonna go with the A1, because I have that on 3-turn cooldown and I'm a bit worried about it. So I'm going to go with the A2, because then we're going to counter-attack as well, and that might cost us. Luckily, he extended. Leech A1 doesn't really matter. He kind of hits the same with both of the skills. Wormfall, it's not like he's doing a huge amount of damage on Clan Boss. You see, his hits are pretty meh, 40-50k, but he does bring these buffs and the Leech debuffs, which allows us not to run lifesteal on here. No healers, except a bit of heals from Brogni. And we do have ally protection, defense up, which are actually huge for Clan Boss. So overall, if you're early mid game, not a bad champion to have, you know, for Clan Boss. A1 here, you see, 2, we took it down a bit, so Vizier, do your job, thank you. 42k, 53k. Now, talking about Venomage, now that I explained you how everything works, I do feel like the champion is much better on non-unkillable teams than unkillable teams. So we landed the poisons with full bar now. Please, Vizier, extend. Awesome. The reason I feel like it's better, guys, is because we don't need attack down. We don't need defense down on unkillable. But, for example, if we would run Vizier, we would run Venomage, Krayla with double Maneater. I feel like that team could have some solid potential as well. I'm not sure if we will get to the 1 key. We might. Actually, I can try that as well, because the video is going to be too long after, but I'll keep you posted on that, guys. You see here, I'm not going to go with the A1 because of that one poison. I'm going to go A2. Vizier, please do your job, man. Thank you. And now I'm going to click auto. I feel safer from here that we extended a bit more. And let's have a quick look at the numbers Venomage hits. You've seen I don't have her fully built for damage, right? Like, she has 4k defense, 3k attack. She does have 200 crit damage and full crit rate. So in terms of that, she should be throwing some fairly decent numbers. Let's see now with attack up. 38k, 31k, plus with the poison detonation as well that comes in play is pretty good. Oh man, this Vizier just doesn't want to extend. I'm honestly scared for my life now. I gotta stop it here. It's just bad RNG. This is actually the first time that I gotta stop on turn 10. Vizier, please. What are you doing? There we go. How you guys notice, we have over 1.2 million damage per turn, right? Which is pretty good for a normal 1-to-1 ratio team. We don't have Weaken on the boss either. Weaken brings a lot of damage, so if we would have Weaken as well, I feel like, yeah, the damage could be pretty solid as well. War Master procs will be a bit bigger as well. Brogni hits pretty good, 97k. Venomage 27, 28k with the A1. I kind of haven't paid attention to the A3 and A2 guys, but we're gonna pay attention to that in the next team that we're gonna use her without Vizier, right? We're gonna see how good she's gonna perform in a team without Vizier, because we know with Vizier is absolutely broken, you know? Is broken for Clan Boss, like, in a good way. In a good way, like detonating, there we go, 200k just from detonating poisons on the boss. What I'm gonna do, guys, just to don't keep this too long, I'm gonna fast forward towards the end of the fight, where we're gonna be able to see the total the total damage. Okay. So we are currently on turn 55, guys, and the team almost went down. We are close to 1-keying it. We actually managed to 1-key it with this team. I'll show you a screenshot afterwards. We just had an unlucky crit on a Wormfall and he died a bit too early. But 56 turns, almost 65 million damage. We have Vizier with 10 million damage, Venomage with 28.5 million damage, Verself with 4.8. How you guys can see, his damage on Clan Boss is really lacking. He's not as great for Clan Boss in terms of damage. Under Priest Brogni, 13 million damage, Valkyrie 8 million damage. Venomage, she dealt an insane amount of damage, guys. Look at that. 28 million damage. Of course, Vizier helped with it. You've seen that poison bar was full on 40 plus poisons, but she was keep on detonating them over and over and over and over again. So quickly, let me just show you a screenshot. So there we go. We actually managed to 1-key just before this run. Venomage dealt 34 million damage. Under Priest Brogni dealt only 11 there. I don't think I had HP burn on that round. But look at that. Almost 35 million damage from an epic champion, man. I know we have Vizier in there, but still, 35 million damage is impressive. And not only that we have all that damage, we have the 15% damage reduction from the passive, and we have the attack down and defense down. So because of it, we are able to run a team like this, which is awesome, awesome stuff. I'm quickly gonna create a different team without Vizier, and then we're gonna give it a go like that. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. No Vizier on the team. We're actually gonna use Venomage as lead this time around. It doesn't really matter who's gonna counterattack first because I have no Vizier to extend my debuffs. I have Draco instead just to give me some poisons, and I have him on a toxic set as well. The more poisons we get from it, the better. So I'm gonna see if he's gonna create us any sort of problems in terms of dropping attack down or anything like that. But if we go to team setup, I actually set it up everything, right? The way we want everything to work. So I'm gonna start with Draco. I want him to use the A1 first. So then Venomage comes in with the A2 and lands defense down and attack down. Defense down not so important from there because we're gonna have it from Draco. But I want to have that attack down while we have poisons on, right? And then she can use her A1 and it's fine even if she drops all the poisons from the boss, which probably is not going to happen with Draco in the team, or if you have a Feign or a champion that lands a lot of poisons. Like that, we're going to ensure that we have that attack down every single time, except if she gets resisted. Then, I have Draco Morph to use A3 on the second turn. I have Versal the Grim to use the ally protection first and prioritize the leech on the second turn. That will be very important to have that leech as well. If not, that can create us big problems too because we have no other healing here. Brogni is still set to work the same way because we're gonna manual. I have to use his A1 first and then we gotta use the rest. I should be able to put him on opener with the A1 and the rest. I think that would work fine, but I'm not 100% sure. Valkyrie is fine. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna show you the stats for all the champions overall, guys, okay? So we only changed the champion. It's not a big deal. You're gonna be able to get the speeds and everything. Speeds are nothing too crazy. It's literally a 1-to-1 ratio team. So A1 with Brogni here. We just have to set him up. That's kind of the reason we're manualing. Draco should start with the A2. So like that we have poisons. And Venomage can actually land attack down. It's very important to have it on the AoEs. It's not important to have attack down on the stun. Then we have our ally protection defense up, so Valkyrie can throw up a huge shield. There we go, 50. She knocked down a couple poisons there, which is more than fine. Okay, and from here on, we should be more than Gucci to actually click on Oro and see how everything is gonna go on. Heal reduction, a bit of more damage reduction. The problem here is that we cannot land the leech now. So I feel like with Draco in the team, as an idea, I'm gonna keep the team like this now, but I feel like with Draco in the team, we might be having too many poisons, guys, actually. Because we just don't have the chance to land the leech. It's fine this turn around, but later on, leech will become pretty important to make sure we heal back, you know, once we start dropping damage. So I feel like maybe we have too many poisons. Maybe I make her use the A3 later. Is that an option? Not really, huh? You see, that's the problem. We're getting at these situations. Too many poisons. We shouldn't have that HP burn though, because I don't have enough accuracy. And I could make the fusion champion to use the leech afterwards. That should come in play. But the problem is I'm not gonna get to heal for the AoEs. So that's not good either. And I'm not gonna be healed for the stun like that. Yeah, too many poisons with Draco. So don't use Venomage and Dracon together. A Feign is better. Or something like that is better, just because like this we cannot keep Leech on the boss. We have too many poisons on, you know. We're still ending attack down. Not a problem. Anyway, considering the shield we have at the moment, Leech is not really gonna help us, only later on. I don't think we're gonna be able to 1-kill with this team if we haven't been able consistently with Vizier, you know. But just as an idea, let's see if she's reliable enough to keep attack down. So far, so good. We have defense down, attack down, but you need to have another poisoner to go in front of her every single time on the first AoE in order to have attack down. Okay, that's one thing to keep in mind. We have too many poisons, 100%. We cannot keep a leech up like this. So, in terms of damage, I haven't changed the build on her to have an idea like what number she throws. 38, 35, still the same. Especially that we have Wicca now, she should be throwing a bit of more damage as well from a Wardmaster procs. Not having Vizier in the team for her as well is costing her in terms of damage as well. So this team is actually gonna fail faster. I can't remember how many turns we've done with the previous team, but you guys can go back and double check that and kind of compare at the end. Well, the previous team survived 50 turns, we dealt 60 plus million damage, and we 1-killed. This team survived, as an example, 40 turns because we had no more leech and no other source of consistent healing rather than Brockney's shield. And the team died at 40, so yeah, the damage kind of balances out, you know. Mainly what it matters is the damage per turn. And even now, so far, it does seem that we're having a bit over 1.1 million damage per turn. With the previous team was in between 1.15 to 1.2k million damage per turn. So seeing this is not bad, honestly, you know. I'm gonna fast forward towards the end, guys, so we can see the total damage. Here we are, guys. We are on turn 43, 45 million damage, almost 46. The champions, they kind of start to get a bit low because we don't have any extra healing on them. So once they're gonna drop from the shield, they kind of there's no coming back, unfortunately. Not on high HP. So probably it's gonna end in a bit here. Unfortunately, man, my OBS when I was recording broke before. I managed to 1-kill with this team, actually, guys. So literally at the limit, we've done 70.4 million damage, but we managed to 1-kill. I talked here, I showed all the champions and everything was broken. All my recording was broken. I couldn't use it, so I had to come back and do it again. That's why I'm so late with the video as well, guys. But hey, 47 million damage, almost 50 million damage this time around. Let's see the total damage. So we have Venomage with 9.3 million damage, First Self with 5.1, Underpriest Brockney with 9.1, so Venomage is beating Brockney on damage, Valkyrie 8.1, Dracomorph almost 18 million damage. I really don't think it's a bad damage at all. I find it pretty decent. Let's have a quick look at the champions builds. Fastest champion on the team was Brockney, guys. 2 speed sets, 1 crit damage set. We focused on HP, attack, defense, crit rate, crit damage, speed on him. No accuracy, that's kind of the way we followed all the stats. That's what we have on him, 201 speed. The rest of the stats, you guys can see them on the screen, so I'm not gonna keep it too long because there are quite a few champions that I gotta show you. 200 speed, this is the weapon, helmet, shield, crit damage gloves, HP chest piece, attack boots, we want him to deal good damage, attack ring, crit damage amulet, HP banner instead of accuracy, masteries, offense and support tree, tier 6 War Master. Do get lasting gifts, guys. I had to change them because I had an issue with Valkyrie. I didn't realize she had lasting gifts and she was messing up her shield. She was increasing the duration of shield on herself, and sometimes she was not replacing the shield for herself, and she was being without shield on the second AoE. Brockney being the fastest. Second fastest on the team was Dracomorph. I try him on a toxic set thinking that she might be dropping too many poisons from the bar, but it's not the case. So poison set is bad idea for him. How you guys saw, we didn't even have enough space to keep the leech. Total stats on him: 32,000 HP, 3.8k attack, 4.1k defense, 197 speed, 105 crit rate, 239 crit damage, 252 accuracy. So broken sets, guys, and a speed set. That's the weapon right here. Helmet, shield, crit damage gauntlets, defense chest piece, defense boots, defense amulet, crit damage, defense ring, sorry, crit damage amulet, accuracy banner. I focused defense, attack, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, speed on him. So that's Dracomorph. Masteries, I've seen one thing that I messed up. He has Giant Slayer instead of War Master. I put Giant Slayer on him when I made that Dragon team, if you guys remember. The super fast farm for the Dragon team to get a world record was like 30 seconds plus at that time. And I put Giant Slayer just to get a bit of extra damage on the boss. But I forgot to change it. So we missed a bit of damage with Dracomorph here, which is not the end of the world. The next fastest champion in the team was Venomage. I already showed the gear on it, but I'll show it again. So Stalwart set and a broken set. Total stats: 37k HP, 2.5k attack, 4.2k defense, 196 speed, 103 crit rate, 231 crit damage, 264 accuracy. Masteries: offense, support. I thought about it more. Would be a bad idea to use Cycle of Magic because of the way we set the team with the team presets and everything to work. If we would mess this up, probably we would be missing on having attack down. One thing to keep in mind. Master Hexer, she's reliable enough to keep attack down equally to Brago. You do have to set her the way I set it, to have a poisoner going in front of her to be able to land that attack down. So those are the masteries on her. The next fastest champion, when we didn't use Dracomorph, after her was Vizier, right? So Vizier was getting his turn after she was taking the turn, and is right about here. Speed set, crit damage set, and cruel set. Total stats on Vizier: 35,000 HP, 4k attack, 3.5k defense, 194 speed, 100 crit rate, 277 crit damage, 248 accuracy. Masteries: offense and defense 3. Counter attack from Masteries is not really working on this team because of all the shield we have. Giant Slayer as tier 6. So Vizier needs to go after she goes to extend the duration of the debuffs. And we have Versel. For some reason I keep saying Verfels rather than I'm replacing the S with the F. I don't know why. Stalwart set and a speed set. You do want to have Stalwart on him because of ally protection to get a bit of damage reduction on the champion. Total stats: 73k HP, 4k defense, 193 speed. A bit of overkill on crit rate there. 160 crit damage, 249 accuracy. I actually have defense gauntlets on him. How you probably noticed, he's not hitting too hard on clan boss. So that's why I chose to give him defense gauntlets to help him stay alive a bit longer with all the damage reduction he takes and all the suction he takes with the ally protection from the rest of the champions. That's the weapon right here. Helmet, shield, gauntlet, chest piece, speed boots. That is the ring, amulet, and we have accuracy banner. Masteries: support and offense tier 6 War Master, and I went for lasting gifts. Unfortunately, Leech didn't play an important role on the second team, but was important on the first one. Lasting gifts is very important as well because how you guys notice on the stun, I don't have defense up, I don't have a counter attack. I do have shield, I don't have ally protection, so that helps a bit the team to survive longer on the stun. That's why I have them so tanky. That's why I have over 3.k defense. I want them to survive on the stun longer. If I won't have that on them, they're gonna die much earlier because I have no defense lead. I have no champions like Brago to actually increase the defense on the team. And the last champion, guys, he needs to be not the slowest, just before the slowest champion, so he puts defense up and ally protection on all the rest of the champions that went in front of him, like that. we ensure that the rest of the champions, they're not losing the buffs. Valkyrie was the slowest. She needs to be the slowest or the counterattack champion. She is on a defense set, crit damage set, a broken set, total stats 36,000 HP, 1.9k attack, 7.7k defense almost, 191 speed, full crit rate, 163 crit damage, no accuracy, no resistance. Masteries, offense and defense 3, tier 6 4 master, a bit of more damage reduction from here, counter attack from masteries. I haven't changed the masteries on this champion actually. This is the weapon, helmet, a shield, defense gauntlet, defense chest piece, defense boots, defense ring, crit damage amulet, defense banner. You do want to focus defense on her. The bigger the defense, the more defense, the more shield, and give her full crit rate. They need to heal back from leech. That's why all of them, they have crit rate, and of course is more damage overall, so why not? That was all for this video, guys. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. If I missed anything, feel free to ask in the comments down below. And if you want to enter the gem giveaway, guys, go to the previous video regarding the 10x for this weekend and enter the gem giveaway. Do let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of Venomage? You think she's an awesome champion? You think she's kind of like meh? I really think she's an awesome champion, design-wise as well. She's broken with Vizier in a good way. But that was all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more content, turn on notifications to see when we upload next, and I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.